finished my Happy Place calendar this afternoon, and I wanted to share it with you. There was a part one to the video that showed you where I got all the pieces and parts, and so today I'm just going to show you the finished product and how I use the different pieces. This has a box base, and then all these calendar pieces fit inside. I'm going to remove the calendar pieces so I can show you the box. And all I did on it was cover the four sides with some matching paper that I had. Trimmed it with lace. Put the feet on. These are Tim Holtz feet. I ordered those from Amazon, and some little pearls on each edge. I told you I had used the Simply Sweet roses, so you'll see all the roses are from that. So underneath the rose here, I put some cheesecloth. It went across here, and then I've got a little bird from the Picking Garden kit. I put links to those all in the last video. I've added a bow made out of the crinkled hand-dyed seam binding, and added on a clip with a little heart that says "Made with Love," a key, and some lace. This is just a butterfly. I think I got these at the dollar store or the Dollar Tree, and I just stuck a few in here because they were sparkly and pretty. And so all these calendars fit right down inside this box, and as you get to the next month, you just move the month behind. So I'm going to share each of the calendars with you. I did decide to go to my Tim Holtz sayings, and I forgot to show you this, and put a little saying on each calendar and on the cover. This one says, "Great things take time." I think the words, when you use them on your journals or whatever you're working on, just give some people something positive to think about when they're looking at these. This one is January. I just added some hand-dyed green trim and some lace off of an old napkin. It's an old napkin with this kind of lace around the edge, and I used the napkin too. I've had that a long time. I just alternated the months, January, February, March, and back across like this so they would have tabs. This one says, "Go where your heart takes you." Tucked another little piece of that green lace up there. And I didn't worry about covering up part of this. It just all kind of looks like a collage. That's what I wanted to do. This gives you room to write things on your January calendar, also to write here on the back, and also on this journal card that comes out. And as I said before, I used mine to record the different paper projects that I had made over the month, and then also just wrote down blessings. So that's January. Here's February, and it has birdhouse and a bird from the Picking Garden kit. These are Simply Roses. Creativity takes courage. This is March. I put bows on some of them because I like it sticking out and looking pretty from the top. Some more of that hand-dyed trim. Our roses. Look on the bright side. This one I used the green trim across with the Simply Roses, a bow, and a butterfly, and the words "Stay Simple." This is May. I put the long cluster of roses behind the month before I glued it on as a tab. I put the birdhouse down here and used some cheesecloth. Hold on tight to your dreams. This is June. I used some of that trim off of that napkin, glued it on first before I did anything else. I used a couple of my rose clusters and I put the June on top of those and a pretty bow. This is July. I used some trim off of that napkin, one of my Dollar Tree butterflies, a rose cluster, and a bluebird or a blue jay. Be open to whatever comes next. This next one is August. I used one of the larger roses and let it stick up above. I put some cheesecloth in under here before I glued this rose and these birds on. And the words are, if you're lucky enough to be different, never change. Here's September. I used some pink hand-dyed lace. This looks like lace that comes off of a nightgown or lingerie. Very delicate and pretty. I used my roses again and tucked in some of the leaves and a bow. And the saying is, always take the scenic route. October. I used some of that pretty lace just sticking up behind. I actually glued it on the back side. Our roses, simply roses, birdhouse, and a bird. And all you need is love. And here we have November. And I have kind of a pretty neat collage here of the lace. I let it come all the way down over the picture. And I used 2 or 3 sets of the roses, the birdhouse, the little birds, and the saying is, live each day with grace and authenticity. And this last one is December. I used a large cluster of roses with a couple of the leaves glued in. Birdhouse and the bird and one of our butterflies, and practice kindness. When these are all stacked together, you can see elements from each month that stick up above and just make for a beautiful, beautiful calendar. When I use January and it becomes February, I'll just stick this in the back. I keep this on my desk here where I do my filming. And like I said, I started out using it faithfully and then I didn't. So I need to do better next year because it's a beautiful project and very useful. When I put these in here, they're heavy at the top, so I had this piece left from the butterflies. It's just a heavy chipboard. I just stick it in the back to kind of hold them in place. And so that's my video for this evening. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope maybe you will make a Happy Place calendar or one of the other 2 calendars that she has designed with Shabby Art Boutique. Go to the Etsy store and take a look at those. So thanks for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I'll be back before you know it. I'll see you soon.